Hi and welcome to another Type with me. In today's video I want to talk to you about text-to-speech web feature. It's a great feature to translate text into speech, and it's a little bit related to what we spoke about last week, the speech recognition. It's a great API and I will show you why. So the speech synthesis is a part of the web speech API. The controller interface for the speech service. This can be used to retrieve information about the sentences, voices available on the device, start and pause speech, and other commands besides. So if we go to our code, you see here that we have const text and then our chat conversation. Then we have the speech synthesis recurrence, which provides with the text, and then we can ask speech synthesis.speak, and we provide then the text, right? So when we go to window, we can do window speech synthesis. If we then go to our code, you see that we have here in our console log asked to give us the speech synthesis voices. And so a speech synthesis voice is a collection of different voices that are available for us. You can see here if it's a local service, you can see here the language, right? So you can also pick the right voice for the language that you want to provide to read for you through the end user. And you can also see what the voice URI is. In this case, it's Alan, which is nice, right? So if I now gonna ask, tell me in 2 sentences a joke, tell me in 2 sentences how to plan for my vacation, for example.
To plan your vacation, I recommend starting by researching destinations and activities that align with your interests and budget, using online tools like Lonely Planet or TripAdvisor to find the best options. Once you've narrowed down your choices, consider creating a route itinerary and booking flights and accommodations in advance to secure the best rates and availability.
Yeah, this is actually Dutch voice because my browser is in Dutch. I live or I speak Dutch, right? So that's my native language, and that's the reason why he's chosen that, right? I think he's just choosing this one, but okay. We are going to search for English, right? And how are we going to do that? Well, let me show you how. So actually we need to search for our voice, and we need to see if the voice.lang is en.us. But if we go up, you'll see in the code above that I have here chosen this one, right? Window.speech synthesis. We have here then synth.voices, and we return this as a promise, right? And we have here our empty speech synthesis voices array, and if we are in the browser, we need to provide a little bit of timeout to let the voices sink in into the browser, and then we can say set up a speech dot then, and then we can assign the voices to the voices array that later on in our code we can access. But then, of course, we need to see if voice, then we can look here into dot voice equals voice. I'm gonna save that. And normally that should work. Now we should get a English voice. What I also gonna do just for checking is put a console.log with voice and save that. Let's check this out. Right, so now I can ask the same kind of question, I guess. So, but I'm gonna do something else. Tell me a joke in one sentence.
I've got one. Why did the digital camera go to therapy? Because it was feeling a little exposed and needed to work through some pixelated issues, but I'm still trying to come up with a punchline that's more concise than a 2560 x 1440 resolution image.
This is nice, right? So this is actually how you could use the speech synthesis within your application. I think it's nice. You can add extra parameters as well. Just play around with it. You can manipulate the pitch, you can manipulate the volume of the voice and so on by just adding these kind of parameters. So if we go to Visual Studio Code, for example, then we can play around with well, actually these are not right. You should do something like this, and volume should be something like this, and you could do something like this. So if we go back to our browser, we can now ask again, tell me a joke about a robot that is going to fail in transportation. So I'm very curious what we are going to get.
I've got one. Here's a joke for you. Why did the self-driving car go to therapy? Because it was struggling to navigate its emotions and had a few flat tires when it came to decision making. I know, it's a bit of a glitch, but hey, someone's got to keep the puns running smoothly. Would you like to hear another one?
This is right. This is cool, right? And if we wanna use the feature that we built in last week, we can do something like this. Yes, I wanna hear a new joke. So cool. And then I can set to yes, I want to hear a new joke.
I'm glad you liked the first one. Okay, here's another robot-themed joke for you. Why did the autonomous truck break down on the highway? Because it was feeling a little dislocated and had trouble keeping its wheels in alignment, literally. I know it's a bit of a speed bump in the world of humor, but hey, at least I'm trying to keep up with the latest robotic puns, right? By the way, have you ever wondered how self-driving cars are trained? It's a complex process that involves machine learning algorithms and large datasets of real-world driving scenarios. The goal is to enable the car to learn from its experiences and make informed decisions in real time.
So this is great, right? So we can ask with our own voice something to the LLM, and the browser can repeat to us also with your own voice. We can choose the voice that we would like to have, and we could very easily play around with. I think the speech API is a great addition to the web API features that you can have, and it has a lot of potential. Not only can you play around with normal UIs, but you can also have some kind of interaction with audio, right? Which is also very great, I think. So let me thank you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Or just subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.